Hello Total Wargamers, my name is Deacon and welcome back to another episode of Erebor, the Dwarves of Erebor in 3rd Age Total War Divide and Conquer 2.1. If you're new to the channel, or if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm really appreciating all the views that the Erebor campaign has been enjoying, and it greatly increases my own enjoyment of these campaigns as well, because I know that every thing that I'm doing is also viewed by other fans of the series, and well, just having the knowledge, the feeling that we are being that I'm sharing each incredible victory, for example, that just it's awesome. So thanks for subscribing if you have already, and if you're not yet subscribed, then you're welcome to. There's a ton of Divide and Conquer 2.1 content on here, as well as in earlier versions like 1.2. A series with Dale and Eriador in a mod I created myself that allows for hot seat play, single player, so you can control multiple factions. So go and have a look, browse my playlist if you like, and enjoy. Now we are being attacked by Grolg and his army of Misty Mountain Orcs, along with some ballistas, and the rest is mostly Snaga and so on, save for these Mountain Orc Hunters, the Bodyguard, and these Uruk Taskmasters, of which they bring 1.5 unit. So let's just defend our newly conquered Danes halls and jump into the battle.
Slaughter them!
We are taking Danes halls. We've defeated the defending army that was it wasn't sallying. It's the second army trying to relieve our siege. So we are sieging, and this is a second relief force. It's kind of dark in here. Look here at the ex-guard of Erebor with Gimli over there. And we've been graciously gifted high ground on two sides, so I'm gonna go for the right flank and deploy on top of this thing here. This is just fantastic. We'll have a main line of Erebor infantry. I think this is the exact same location that we fought our previous battle on. We've got 2 units of Ex-Guard Erebor, 2 units of cavalry that I'm just going to deploy on the left flank for some 4 units. Rear guard action and laborers that'll be on the flanks, Mattock warriors that are also flankers, and then our royal guard with a Gloin. Here we go, let's start the battle, speed things up a little, and redeploy our main line here. There you go. And the X-Guard is going to be like a second line, Dwarven laborers. Hey! Oh. Sorry guys. Didn't mean to just leave you there. I forgot about the ballista. Oh, the sound of that Dwarven horn is just so great.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Okay, I
If
think
we
we've
remain
dealt
true
with the
and
archers,
steadfast,
and
victory will be ours.
we have dealt with the artillery. Almost. Too bad they are ignoring our main line now. I want to get to grips with these guys. Alright, no. Stalkers. Oh boy, again our cavalry is doing most of the job here. Most of the work being done by the cavalry. But here they come now. Oh. This is getting messy. Okay. No need for you guys to stay in here. Come on. Okay. Oh boy. Who the taskmasters, eh? There, have some metal warriors. And you pull out. You pull out. You pull out. And you charge back into them. Okay, now we have axes into them. Okay, they are double gold chevrons now, which is awesome. Because goblin infantry is a tier up from Snagas by every standard, so let's get the stubbornness of the dwarves activated here. You pull out again. Let's come around. Go wide. That's the beauty with dwarves. You can just rely on your main line to be steady and defend and not lose. Come on, into them. And let's get some dwarven laborers out to the flanks. And we will charge these guys again. Oh, they're only wavering. So their morale is not doing too poorly. Let's see now. Let's press into those guys. The main lines are just breaking. Oh boy. What's this? Why are you in the middle of a goblin band unit? Alrighty. They appear to be on the retreat or something. And we'll have to meet them so they don't escape. This army is gonna get annihilated. Completely, entirely, without exception. I agree. It is very much time. Where are those bodyguards? There. Look at the bodyguards. We're not gonna give them any reprieve. And slay their disgusting bodies. I must admit they are holding on much longer than I had first expected, to be honest. Just
The enemy are badly blooded. They
keep
have lost
going.
half their men.
This has become a rout, pretty much. You could say it's a tactical withdrawal, but I'm not having it. So we're gonna try and catch all of those. First things first, though, their bodyguards need to be arrested. Come on, over here. Into them. But that's the thing, we may have 4 units of cavalry, but the rest of our army is just not very fast. Into these guys. Grab as many as you can. Come on. Ooh. There. Into them. Ah, this is annoying. We're not gonna get over to them. However, nope. They've just gotten away. Incredulous. It's not that often that I see tactical retreats effective to a degree like this. Baruch Allah. Sheesh. Dear. Even though these guys are broken, our cavalry is getting severely diminished. Meaning, we're gonna have to retrain those guys. But they have 3 golden chevrons XP now. And I have the feeling there really is enough cavalry in the game for the dwarves. It's just there's so much to train and this way. If enough of them get away, we will have to fight them again, and I'm supposing that we will have to. But I didn't calculate that, so I'm merely guessing. I'll get a hold of them. anything on the approach here. Make sure we get these guys. Get those 13. You into these guys. Now I think they're gonna survive regardless because their commander is still in here. If he would have been dead, then the army might disband. But right now, we'll have to find another way to get rid of the general.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
And only now do they
clear
conclude
victory.
that this battle is in our favor. Come on. Oh yeah. Grog is surviving with 400 of his men. And we lost 120. 8 casualties are healed back up, so this unit comes back on the map with 24, and I think a little bit less XP than triple gold. In any case, I'm gonna try and retrain them over at Erebor. Love this image, by the way. It would almost make me want to play a hard campaign, almost. But anyway, I don't think it's an option for us to retrain the merchant cav, the mercenary cav, because we don't own any territories in which they are recruited, so we will just have to replenish them, merge them up with fresh units. Plop. There he is. We've captured Dane's halls. I know.
Your foes lie dead at my feet, sire. These people now kneel before the sire.
A Mason's Guild in Erebor. Oh, sure, why not? Maybe I shouldn't because we already had one. I don't think. I don't think we had. And ha! Gimli, Liberator of Dane's Halls, now has a title. Hold on, cut. And back. Now, guilds. Did we have a guild in Kirkatol? I don't think no. So the Masons Guild is the first we get, and once we build that up, it's gonna make our hey. Faction leader King Bane is in there with not much of an army, but still though they aren't sieging Dale, so as long as they don't, this army can just stay here stationary.
My king.
And let's see, we get Dale cavalry. There you go. And 5 turns for catapults. And Tom. I think I completed construction. 1 gold coins for the great roads, but 12 turns. That is a lot of time. Really okay, practice range 4 turns, ironmongers 2 turns, enables dwarven laborers that we do not yet have. So let's go for the ironmongers and get some more fresh recruits.
Aye, lord. Move out.
There you
We
go.
march no further today.
This is a pig farm. And in terms of recruitment, there's nothing to get right now. This all makes sense. Smoking house in 3 turns. And here's also the ironmongers in 2 turns, so good. Good. With a board. Now this thing, we're going to empty the queue and issue new construction orders. Otherwise the discount is not processed, I have learned. So you guys have been pretty sweet with comments, and it really has given a great many new insights. Now I think we're gonna need this brewery. Our culture is a little low, so let's do that first. And then let's get Stoneworkers Hall. There you go. And we're gonna sit here and assimilate Dane's halls for a bit. Let's see, let's pull out Gimli. Do we need another watchtower? Not really, no. But anyway.
If the enemy approach, you'll ken it, sire.
Where is our diplomatic action headed towards? Why? I think Isengard. That's it. Okay, let's give you a single payment of 10. Hope you're poor. Yep. Swing, and we get
Farewell,
500 gold coins. Okay.
my lord.
However, our next objective should be Brie or Linden. I think we'll go to Linden. I don't really have a clue, to be honest, because
You are mistaken, sire.
we're just
Yes,
gonna go.
sire.
Yeah, because we have a guy over here
I am a king.
who's gonna easily beat
Yes,
him
sire.
to each and
What
every
is
one
it
of
you
those
wish to
factions.
discuss?
So,
The
hey,
seems quite reasonable. An honor and a pleasure.
that is
Farewell.
wonderful.
Of course, sire. Yes, sire.
Look at this. All the barrows. I like how they've done all these new models, especially ones like these that are just so typical for the world that we are in. Now this is a citadel, so we cannot change the tax levels to appease the population a little bit. And let's see how Erebor, the invasion of Dale plays out. For the rest, I would like to have another spy, really. So that's going to be something to have next. Not a tavern here. I'll sneak it in here. Let's get a smoking house. It's only 2 turns, and then ironmongers. There you go. Right. I'm going to want Onal Zanar, but I will send King Dane over there after the invasion of Dale is finished. Now my one spy.
Something to investigate. They shall not see me.
Oh, this is all Vale, which is perfect.
Moving quietly. Stopping here, sire.
And I don't want them to
Continuing
take
tomorrow, sire.
Gundabad either. I mean, we really need to get that back. Up into Karn Doom even, which is in permafrost now. Alright, let's... Did I just hit the end turn? No, not yet. So here we go. So yeah, there have been many suggestions coming in from viewers, one of which was to siege Dane's halls with only a tiny army and provoke them to sally. Well, as you've seen, they have, they sent 2 relief armies, and I'm usually content with playing defensive battles and eliminating those roaming bands in this way, because otherwise they would besiege us and we'd have to fight them that way. And here I get to deploy wide. I'm not being besieged. It doesn't cost us any money. The landings, 500 gold coins. I'll do that.
Your Honor.
There you go.
Of course, sire. Today's journey is over, sire.
Also, Rune can become quite a threat with their javelins. They don't have too much armor piercing, but their Balcop tribesmen do have that, and they are a pain. However, Dale is keeping them boxed in for now. I want to get a spy to inspect what's going on, but right now, yeah, we are just waiting for buildings to complete. Now Dale is being besieged. So the question is, which is the besieging army?
Is that what you want?
This one.
Have a taste of my blade.
And is King Dane a night fighter? Yes or no? Yes, he is. So what we should do before this turn is over is take out our army and see if we can attack this guy, and I think we can in a night battle, and break that siege to preserve the king's life and the lives of his men. And so far they've been doing all right, but in this case I can't imagine that they will survive again. So we'll get involved. One more turn for Ironmongers, and then I think this is 7 turns for a third spy. I would rather have the Orocarni clan hall and the practice range. This is 4 turns, and then a pig farm, perhaps. Not that we need the growth that much. Probably a market sooner. Minus quarters gives more free upkeep. But money isn't really our problem right now. I'm more concerned with tactical things for the moment. He's just stuck there for now.
Yes, my king. On my way. Moving
We do not have artillery. Let's take out Gimli with 1, 2, 3,
Aye, Lord.
4, 5, 6
My
units,
king.
and march out. Oh! That is strange.
If the enemy approach,
They like it more when we have fewer units in there. I'm gonna try and attack Gundabad. As long if they have only 4 units there, it's just a piece of cake. Oh, although
I'm gonna stick
gonna be 8,
you.
but anyway. With that money and X-Guard, we should be fine, really. Alright, well, I did my
Lord.
first diplomat. Now let's do our second.
Your Honor.
Come on, walk.
Aye, sir.
Ost-Sul.
I'll continue to
Ost-Sul.
order, sire.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. There's a village here now that basically does the stuff that Weathertop has to do, and this is now a fort.
Aye, my lord.
New in
Today's journey is over,
2.1.
sire. I'll continue to
A fort with the appearance of Weathertop. Which I think is it's a convenient solution and also fitting. And now we need to fight this battle.
My king.
So him. Are we neutral to them? Angmar in general.
We march to battle.
No, I'm not gonna fight all of that. Cut. Alright, I had to make a cut and I couldn't pick up from my save game until the next day. So now we are 1 day later and we're gonna try and attack not Gortmok, this Angmarim army.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
I'm gonna attempt a night attack, which is not gonna work, so we will have to face 2,500 5,500 soldiers there. But we will try and save Bane, our ally. And the downside is he might die in there. So I'll try and save his life. And that might be hard, so we'll have to see where they entered the map and reposition our army to wherever they are. Now we get some high ground here that we're obviously going to make use of. I'll position my ballistas over here to try and push the enemy to attack us. We have some 127 stiff beard scouts that can probably do reasonable in melee. Now the sellswords are going to be our throwaway unit. King Dane is going to be in the rear because he cannot die, obviously. Then we've got some Metocs as flankers and some cavalry over here. I'm going to put on the far right. And then we've got one unit left. Another Metoc unit. Let's also deploy them on the right. Start our battle.
Keep those ropes tight.
Now obviously the reinforcements are delayed. And the enemy army, I don't know, what are they doing? Are they coming towards us? No, not yet, so we'll have to press them. And our artillery thinks it's in range, but it's not firing. Can we fire now? In any case,
Forward! We've got to move!
Quickly! Move, soldiers!
Advance, get going!
Keep those spears ready.
Forward! Fight it! Advance, we've got to move!
Those ropes tight. Engage them!
can you shoot them? Now they're shooting.
Delicate one.
Killing some halberdiers should be nice.
Move, move! The delicate one.
Forward!
Orders completed, my king.
Engage them!
Boom, now we're shooting. I don't know if flaming shot is more effective than regular shot, but
Engage them! Everybody, ropes tight!
the range on this ballista isn't all too great. But they're coming anyway, so let's draw up a little bit more higher on the hill.
Forward! With great speed! Keep those ropes tight!
I'm gonna try and kill their general early. Sometimes works, and sometimes it doesn't. Now some of you have suggested I take more close-up views of the battles, and some of you have also perhaps noticed
Good tidings. The enemy general lies
that
dead.
I generally
We have
play
sent the car to hell.
at higher speeds than usual. So these are our Erebor infantry. They are without armor upgrades, so they don't have this look that you may know from the Hobbit.
Heavy infantry!
So there will come these Stonefoot warriors. I don't think they change much when you upgrade them. Obviously I don't want my cavalry to get harassed by those, what's this, marauders. Halberdiers, you may want to shoot the halberdiers.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
I would
victory will be ours.
argue, no, hold on. Okay,
The
I
enemy
got,
are bringing in reinforcements.
there you go. Reinforcements. I'm gonna try and break some stuff over on this flank. If we can get into them.
With great speed! Charge!
As long as we can defeat our enemies without King Dane on the map, then all is well. I hope you're still shooting the halberds.
Men of Dale, charge!
Okay, let's preserve our cavalry here. It appears there is something coming from the rear.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Men of Dale,
Let's just run some guys down here. It appears this entire army has broken. You can stop firing now. But that might be just Gortmog. by himself alone.
Rise up, men of day. Right speed. Right speed.
Preserve your ammunition, please.
Rise up, men of day. Double time.
Oh, they are raiders and they have missiles, so let's get into them. I had not noticed that, so that's probably been a waste.
Men of day. It is speed.
Ouch. Two of the guys are just in there.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Let's rush the Mattox in.
Get ready, dwarves.
And these horns just sound freaking awesome. Where's the enemy? What's that? Something to investigate.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
There's a whole army coming up behind them.
Men of day. And it is time. Heavy and
So whoever has not yet broken shall now be attacked. Yeah, let's get in. Oh, they have broken now. They have broken. And there's the bodyguard. And there come Morgul Chosen. Okay, so we are going to redraw our lines here. There you go. Mattox to the right flank. Archers over here. And my Stonefoot warriors over here. Cell swords over here. There you go. Oh look, that's not just one unit. It's an army. What's that? Cavalry. Oh dear. It's trying to keep you guys alive. Morgul Chosen. Is that a bodyguards unit? I think it might be, but we'll see. Let's run down some fellers. And let's bring back our king here. Defend our artillery. Okay, no. Cav. Get out of there.
keep those ropes tight enough for everybody. Close in.
It appears those guys are trying to form up together with whatever is left of the first army here. I'm really screwing around with my cavalry. Anyway, this many of them still alive should be enough and get us covered. There's another general.
Keep those ropes tight. Gauge them.
that Morgul chosen is a general's unit.
Grab your weapons! How about some Let's get going! Men of Dale! Time! How about some fighting? Time! Grab your weapons! Let's get going! Men of Dale, it is time! Grab your weapons! Charge!
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Men of Dale, charge! Grab your weapons! Charge!
I think this is the general of the army that is coming up next. Oh, that I didn't mean to do. Where's this one?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Stalkers, Raider Warband, Fellers, Marauders, and then a bodyguard, I think.
Grab your weapons! Charge! Dwarves!
Hey, come on. They're standing backwards. What is in here? One Morgul chosen orc host. One orc host. Oh, come on. Cav. Oh, they're now Angmar bodyguards. There you go. So my cavalry now has a new assignment, which is to move over here. Can one of the Mattox just deal with them? There you go, into them bodyguards.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
That must be
enemy
the
army
Morgul's
flees the
chosen.
field. After them, cut the cowards down.
You're going into these Marauders. And so shoot the Mattox. King Dane is going into the Rudar cavalry. And wasn't Gortmok here somewhere as well? I don't know. Oh, he is now dead. And Lagdov, that's the first general, he's also dead. Here's another one. And we have no more arrows to spend. So let's put these guys on the flank here. We can peel off one unit of Mattox, I'm sure.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Hey, come on.
They have lost half their men.
I want them to maneuver around. This guy still isn't dying. Create a narrow front here. Let's give these guys a charge. think there's another army coming. I might be wrong, but these guys are broken now. Okay. So it is pretty much down to this unit of
The
bodyguards,
enemy general lies dead.
and he's
Let
now
the
dead.
crows have his miserable bones, and let our
Who
swords
is
have his
that?
head.
Lugol. Lugol of Angmar. And what is still resisting these guys? No, we're not going into the fights. Surely we don't. This is something to shoot. Now, I wonder if there's another army still coming. There should be another 2,000 strong army headed our way. They're not firing, so might as well stop.
Men of Dale, it is time. Charge! Charge!
I like
Enemy army flees the field.
that orc
After them,
horn.
cut the cowards down.
Yeah, let's continue the battle and cut the cowards down.
Charge! Axis! Axis! Charge!
At least the ones that are cavalry has in reach.
Charge! Attack! Charge!
There you go. I don't think our dwarves will catch up with the rest of them. So let's just damage as many as we can, so Dale won't have to deal with any more of them in the next battle. Where's our king? And what's over there? Ah, there's nothing. So that means, what's this? Also just 3 units.
All of the victory we have
King
won
Bane has
today.
survived. See? Gazul just never made it on the map. And he would have had more soldiers than we were facing already. Or roughly the same, but these guys would have had to have another fight in them. So we are fortunate enough to have broken the siege without killing any of our own generals, only King Bane really, King Dane, sorry, and without their King Bane. So King Bane, King Dane, they're both alive and the siege has been broken. So they should be safe for another 1-2 turns, and now that our army is fatigued and out of ammo, we shall execute all these guys and then see what happens here. They flee.
Glory and honor.
So I'm gonna walk back into Erebor and retrain any units that we might retrain, which means we are first going to merge these guys back up, and so shall we merge our Erebor infantry.
Aye. Aye, sire.
Here we go. And that is that. So we've practically lost a unit of Erebor infantry. Well, there are worse things than losing one single unit. None of them have a lot of XP, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's see if in the next turn Dale does decide to show up with any army of substantial size. And let's get these cavalrymen going.
Move out. We march no further today.
I want to spy. I want that road badly though. anyway. We are doing what we can, and you guys have been fantastic with many suggestions that really hold true, saving me money by telling me to finish these buildings series and then build the rest and not queue up whilst there's still something in construction because you don't get the discount. And a lot of tips about how to deal with Rune, but they haven't knocked on our door yet. Once they do, we will have to deal with them, and we will need artillery. So I should be building this as well, really. And cavalry, but my feeling is that there is plenty of cavalry to get. I'm really not feeling short of cavalry. We only need 1 or 2, and there was an army here that had 4. Here's 1 now, and he's got 2. I think maybe we merged something together. I don't recall. Oh, there's 2. There's still 2. This. I think we can even train Dale cavalry in Dane's halls at some point. I don't know. Maybe later. I have some sort of recollection of that being possible, but I guess not. So this does conclude our episode for today. Thank you guys for watching this series. When I review the views on the different videos that I've posted, then the Erebor campaign is really quite popular, so I very much appreciate that. Feel free to continue to leave your comments in here. And well, once more, thanks for watching. Ah, there! What did I do? This watchtower is going to cost me population and cause riots. Arr! I thought we had enough movement range to make that. Anyway, that is going to cost us. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.